Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of FoolTopia here in Cities Skylines. Guys, last episode we added in our very own little export area. It was the very kind of first version of it. It wasn't anything too amazing. The roads were a little bit of a shambles, but it was just to get it in for the sake of having some export into the city and some import too. Now, since last episode, I've kind of played around with the road system a little bit. It's still not perfect, but it's better than what it was. And it really now opens up the area for future expansions. So today, I want to try and get a few more little industry in here and there. I want to try and get some offices in more than anything, to start really diversifying the jobs that we have available in FoolTopia. A lot of people are screaming out for education, so at some point, we really need to look at setting up a university. Now, I could do the whole campus thing, but I do need quite a bit of room to do that, so I might, for the sake of it, just drop down the normal university building just to start giving them the education that they require. But guys, if you enjoy this, enjoy FoolTopia, make sure you smash that like button down below. And if you're new in here too, guys, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on cool, awesome videos coming soon from FoolTopia. Oh my god, they're using the bridge! Yay! Anyway guys, we're back. So I've kind of changed the roads. We've kind of done this little four laner, should I say. I've elevated it so I can do roads going underneath it for like the industrial and other kind of stuff in this area. Now this is what I've created. It's not perfect, you know, it's still a little bit weird, but it does do the job at the moment, as you can see. So if you come in from this direction or this direction, you pretty much, right, hold on, you come down and you get off this ramp here, and it comes round and goes straight down. Coming from this one, you get off here, go down, or if you're coming through here, or I mean, if you're exiting, sorry, and you want to go that direction, you leave it here and go that way, or if you want to go that direction, you come round, you do a loop around. So we kind of created like a weird, really weird intersection. Again, it's not pretty to look at, but it's just a kind of blueprint, a placeholder for what the real thing, you know, the real thing that I do want. I can't build it until I've kind of configured a lot of other stuff. And I really do need this tile here because I want to run a train track from the docks here. And that's also going to change how we play around with the intersection too. So there's a lot of kind of like, you know, things that I need to do but I can't do. And I've got to do other stuff for placeholders until I get the full thing up and running, because I want to create like a bunch of, you know, small little train export areas so the trucks and stuff don't have to travel so far to reduce the traffic. Oh, we got a little bit of a death wave on the scene right now, boys. Right, hold on. What's going on with my death care? So we've only got we've only got 3 crematoriums. So maybe we look at placing down the large advanced one. It really does up the capacity, but that will give us a lot more vehicles. It's 155,000, but we do have the money at the moment. Now it all comes down to where do I place this? Do I place it over by the commercial area? I mean, have I got Anarchy on? Yeah, I was playing around with this earlier. I think I still got it on. Let's turn the snapping back on too. Now, if I was to place it over here, where would I place it? I don't want it too close to a bunch of the leisure stuff, but we do kind of need something in this area as well. So maybe if I just kind of pause it, and we continue with this road. Now, if this road came down to here, what I could do is then make it go round the bend. So let me try this. To there. Go straight again. Right, I'll just bring it out to there. So by making it go around the bend. Actually, no. If I actually kind of bulldoze this all together, and because this is kind of straight, what we can do here is build upon our own little road to there, and then that one can go in this direction. I'm not too worried about it just yet in terms of how it looks or how it plays out, but if I kind of then create a bend here, have this go straight, connect into it, we're kind of creating the borderline, and then this over here can then simply, if it will allow me to, you know, it'll be easier to come out by a couple more like that. There we go, and that connects up and really solidifies that whole little section. Now, would I want this to connect up to there? Probably not. What I'll probably make it do is bend in and just kind of crisscross over. Or I can make it connect underneath. That could be interesting because it doesn't create a shortcut in any way, shape or form. Do you know, it actually might be a cool idea. Right, if I can get the right angle to look under. This is where I do need the Anarchy on. And kind of bring it underneath there. So let's kind of... Right, this is the tough part now. How far do I want to take this? So I've got to delete the concrete bollards that are currently there right now. But if I brought this one out to here, then I delete that back a bit. I'm going to do that again, but don't come out as far. So I'm going to create a nice little bend. This is all to place down a crematorium, guys. This is literally what it's for right now, to place down a crematorium. And then the same would happen up here. So, right, if I can get... Alright, we'll kind of do it as a square, then we'll add in the bends in just a moment. Bring that down to here. And then straight in like that. Yes? No? It'd be interesting to see what happens to this. I could flatten that a little bit to kind of create the dip into the thing. Well, we'll see how the buildings go. But I don't want it to be like square like that. So I got to get underneath. There we go. So we create a nice little bend there. We'll do the same on this side because the bends are beautiful. Nice little loop. I like that little loop, but it's kind of cool, isn't it? And yeah, I don't want to do too much to this area. Actually, let's get rid of that. Let me get rid of that curve altogether. I might have a better idea. So if we do create like some form of grid, and I go up by 15 there, go across, down. If it will allow me across, down. That's our little grid there. Now if I brought this up by 5, what are the chances of me now creating the bend there oh, that's beautiful. I like that. I like that a lot. So yeah, having that connection just under here, which will now move. Can I delete that? Yeah. We'll now move the pillar. Right, it doesn't create a shortcut in any way to get around to this area, so they'll still use the larger road up above, but it does create a nice little access point to the people who are in this area pretty much, which is pretty solid. Now all that just to get down the advanced crematorium. I probably won't be able to fit it in at this point now, will I? Oh, look at that, how short. Oh, okay, so we'll stick this. What I can do, I can place it down and then free place it. It's just got to figure out where the best option would be for me to place this down right now. So I could put it on that corner there. If I just kind of place it there, it does overlap slightly, but we'll use the move it tool to bring it over. Rotate a little bit. There we go. So it does bring up a little bit of the dirt. But see how far we can smoothen that off. So let's kind of bring it out slightly, then punch it down there. Smoothing some of the markings we've made here. There we go, and that should now work. So it's going to need power. So where's the best way? Where's the best option to connect the power up? And if I do it there to up here, does that connect? Will it? Won't it? Yes, it does. But it will need... Oh, no, it's got water. We're okay. So that's going to provide some hearses to collect some of the deceased, the dead bodies. So that should be pretty good. It does provide 32 hearses, so that'll be now doing its thing, getting out there. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Really impressed with this. Okay, so keep that as it is. Let's get back over to here then. So like I said then, I want to connect the train going up. But to get, unlike a new area, I do need 32,000 residents. Now, it's not being helped out that a lot of them are dying at the moment. But before I can build this area up, I need to decide where the train's going to go. So, train! Right, let's... I don't know if I need the anarchy on. Or can we get away... Oh, we can get away straight like that. That's nice. And then... I kind of don't want it to run over this side so it's away from the highway. Well, you know, on the inner side anyway. And that'll be perfectly placed when we get a train station up there. So if I kind of create where I would want it to go. So if it went something like this. The slightly higher into the mountain. I like how it like digs into it like this was, you know, it's all carved out just for the train track. And then we can make that fly over here and then connect down. Now I'm thinking that we're going to have to keep it elevated as well. I think having it elevated would be the perfect shout for us. So let's see what I could do in terms of elevation. So, right, let's do it like here then. So we're going to try and bend it to this point. So if I bridge it up there and then have that go to here, it's going to be quite gappy, isn't it? Right, if I go to there and then if we pause it, because we're going to get rid of electricity right now, I will add a little bend in. Now if that connected there, it kind of bridges down just as it touches. Now do I want it to do that or bridge down when it enters the water, if that makes sense? So if I make this straight to there, how's that? See, that feels better, because worst case now we can put paths or roads underneath this. So if I go back by a tad there, create that glorious little bend. It is quite a way from the road, but that will add the definition to this area, because we have factories, you know, either side of it and stuff like that, which look pretty cool. So, right, this is going to be a little bit more difficult. So this is where I'm going to have to add the anarchy on. So bring that to there. Bring that round. How does that? It dips and goes up. It's kind of weird, isn't it? How it dips and goes up. Right, let's see what we can... We have to use the move it tool. There's no question about this. There we go. So try and keep it smooth. We'll try and do some terrain work now. To, one, bring this out a bit more than it actually is. There's a tad bit there to make it look a little bit more natural. So that bends round, and it does look weird that it's not connected to or close to the road just yet. But this is going to add so much definition to this area. Because it's like we'll have like a strip of factories going down the middle. Like down here. And it's all separated by the road and the train tracks, which is really cool. It's going to be really interesting to see this. Now, in terms of connection to this area, we do have this one connection that's solid for the export area. I might keep that. And then we'll have like a little connection maybe further up here that treats, you know, for the whole area. And then we'll set something up for exporting too. We'll try our best. We'll see how it goes, but it's going to be pretty cool. So let's get the power grid back in. And you know what? Now it's even more weirder. I've only got the power grid here because we have no buildings to provide the electricity. So let's just kind of switch it on this side. How high is that? Is that underground? Right, let me just go from here. It's easier to do this. Well, there we go. So So we'll eventually have it all connected properly when we do get more buildings in. But I can put it back into play mode now. We know where the train track is going to go to bring cargo from this little industrial area further down, which is pretty sweet. So how is that ramp there? Let's kind of sort this one out. There we go. So I'm thinking then we add the university in next then. So it's only going to be something basic and simple, nothing too crazy at all. Nothing too crazy at all. The hearse is picking up the bodies. I think they are slowly getting there. So in terms of the university then, this is the one we have to hand, and it is quite a chunky boy. So we got to think of the best place for it. The best place for it will be over here, somewhere where the majority of the residents live. The rest of them can travel. And I could, do you know what? I could squeeze it into one of these little gaps. It's only for the sake of having a university in now, or do I put it on this side? If I squeeze it, let me pause. If I squeeze it there, I mean, I know it overhangs slightly because of our anarchy tool, but I can, I mean, it fits perfectly. Oh, what have I done? Didn't mean to do that. It fits perfectly. So why don't we just roll with it? I think we should just roll with it. It's got water and power and stuff like that, and it's not too far to walk, because when you think about it, in terms of transport, we have a bus stop just over here, two in fact for two individual different lines. We have the subway line just there, so it's in walking distance, not too far. Once over there, I'm not sure if that's far enough, or, you know, whatever. I don't know whether as well to create or link this one down to there as they both progress over to the bridge on this side. We'll see how it goes, but we'll create a little walking route just here as well. So a lot of them were now walking around to get to it. Oh, a lot of them were walking around here. Apparently this is a quicker route. Maybe it is. Oh yeah, because they have to go and cross over there. I see what they're doing. Right, let's help them out then. Make them walk. If we can make them walk, it means they won't drive. And we'll take it from here. So we come out by a little bit. We'll come out here by a little bit. Create that nice little slick walk. And then we'll do one over here as well. This will be a really nice one to fit in. So bring that out. And just simply connect it up there. So they cross from this section too over. This makes it easier to walk through. So we should start seeing quite a lot of them start using it as well. That's going to be really handy. So this can provide education right now. It's almost at capacity, which is great. Because now we can start providing, you know, that education to what they need, which is glorious. So let's take a look at this then, and let's start defining where we would want some of the roads to go. So I think we should do the main road system first. So if I keep it to this 4-lane road, we'll go for the industrial medium road here. And I think it might be best to do 2 main roads going across. So if I pick, for example, if we go straight, and if I do a 30 there, and if I go up by 30 again and go across by 30, that's created a square. But square is not what I want. As cool as that is, it's not what I want just yet. I just want to create the parallel lines that run through. So this is where like the main kind of road, the main traffic is going to go, you know, cut through this place. Like there and there. Then we have all different roads coming off this. So 2 big boy juicy roads coming through. I don't know whether to start adding some bends on these. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking if I kind of bring this back by 1. Let's say we then had, I mean, I don't know how I'm going to do the connections. Because we're probably going to have like a smaller one up here as anyway. So if I kind of went with going 40 down. So go 40 down there. And, well, actually we continue it a bit more. Go another 20. bring this down to 20 there. Then had that bend round and connect, or should I bring it up by... Is another 10 too much? Yeah, how about if I just go up by 5? That's 6, 5. And we'll go up a little bit first. We'll go up by 20 there. I can actually bring this down. Oh no, do you know what? Because if that was connected there, the connection will be very awkward, wouldn't it? So this needs to continue a bit more. Okay, we'll bring this to 20 here. And then how would that connection... Oh, it's getting awkward now, isn't it? Right, let's just throw it in and see where it falls. So that falls in like that. This will connect like that. I mean, it's not bad, but it's just not good, is it? So what if I made this go for a solid down? So, for example, if I chose... Where is it? If I chose this here. Up and connect. And then this came up by... Actually, we could probably just do it straight in. See, that's now a little bit better. It also allows us to maybe take the road down in this direction. To go down for all the export areas, which would be kind of cool. It's a little bit slanted, but they're parallel to what I want them to be. So that connects up to there. And we have roads that cut through anyway, which would be pretty sweet. Or I could use the gap here to be like a little cut through road. So if I like went up by 5 there, and then without the snap in, come out by 5 there. Is there any bend that would get created? So that does that there. So you get the gap in the middle. And you just, it will kind of make smaller factories either side. Oh, damn! Seniac, where did that come from? I think I'm allergic to building roads. I think I legit am, guys. I am so allergic to building roads right now. So that creates a nice little bendy connection there to kind of follow those guys through. And it means, hold on, it's going to happen again. I touched the train tracks and I think I'm allergic to those too. So, do I bring these over? Maybe, probably. We'll see how it goes. But let's get back to the task in hand anyway. So here then, I kind of want the same thing to happen. I want to create like a really nice connection. And I think we'll do it, if I bring this to there and straight up, or should I bring it out by 5 more? But I think we'll create like a bend here. Quite a large bend as well. There we go. That can go straight in. And do you know what? We'll create the bend here too. There we go. See, that's better. I like that one better. You can have roads coming off it, which will be pretty sweet. Got that little cut through road there, which is kind of cool. And they will eventually connect up. They will eventually connect up. I actually now, as I look at this, why did I put a bend? Couldn't I just do something as simple as this? Like that? Or couldn't I just do like a straight one? I know it's not going to be perfectly, like, in line. Yeah, that's kind of why I did that. Right. Let's just go for that little diagonal. There we go. That's better. Add the definition in between those two so we can build the buildings around it. And that kind of how it sets up that area, which is nice. Right, have all the deceased bodies gone? I think so. So let's start to add a little bit of residential to this. So a little bit of residential. This will slowly increase our population, which is what we need it to do. So I'll keep that little gap there. Keep that gap there. We got to do something here, right? Or I could keep it nice and open. Now we gotta do something with it, haven't we? Let's turn the anarchy off. So if we went like that, that's not the greatest of connections. I could create a cul-de-sac, but that would look even worse. The part of me is just kind of thinking, just leave it open. Leave it open. Yeah, I think we will. So we'll put down some high density residential right now. Now, we do have a little bit of demand. So I think the demand is now increasing. As we educate them more, they can fill the jobs that are available. So technically it brings down our industrial and commercial slightly. So we can place down some more residential right now as they're screaming out for it. We'll fill this little section up here right now, which is surrounded by the university. We'll add some fun to it, and we'll go right against here, because I want to see what would happen to the mountain as they build the buildings. That's going to be very interesting to see how that plays out. How many people are using that path? A lot of them. Man, that's crazy. Right, buildings now getting built. Good stuff. We're getting somewhere. There's vehicles over here waiting. I don't know why they like to come off here and then join back in. Are they doing a U-turn? Ah, they treat it as a roundabout. I see what they're doing. I see what they're doing, boys. Okay. Right, let's fast forward then. See how many of these houses that we can get in. So wait, did I put low residential? Oh, I freaking did, didn't I? Let me pause. I only went and put low residential. I'm such a dum-dum. Sandy X dum-dum. Alright, there we go. Place all that down. Get it all painted back in. Get rid of the bits that I didn't mean to paint. And I think that's good to go. Yeah. Good to go. Right. So get the high density stuff in, please. Liking it, liking it. I don't know how good these connections will probably end up being. That's another thing I don't know. We probably will experience a lot of traffic in here. Again, it's very basic and simple at the moment. But why don't we try and attempt one? Why don't we try and attempt this one and see how it plays out? It's going to cause probably some issues. It probably will. I mean, we did like a one-sided connection on here, didn't we? And it kind of works. It does kind of work. Maybe we should try it here too then. Right, if I bring this out, say, by another 7. And we create our slip road to get out. And then we create one to get in. It's terrible. Again, guys, I can't stress enough how terrible it is. But I just want to place it in. And then to do a road or two. So if I created a cut through just there. And just here. But how they meet is in different circumstances. Right, we pause. So it does that. So it's not a great. You have to go. You know, it's quite a long-winded way to get around. Let me turn the anti-cons to connect up the power. Like I say, it's a long-winded way to get around there, but it'll be very good. In terms of walking, though, we'll make it walkable. Like that. Do one there. So we'll make it very walkable, guys. But I want to drop some offices around here. That's kind of what I want to do. Oh, wrong one. Zoning. So, yeah, let's try it. So if I zone all this to be offices, and then once they start building up, that will decrease the demand. Now I don't want to go too crazy on the industry in this area in terms of like the low density industry, because that does create a lot of traffic issues. So we have to kind of do small pockets of that. I've learned that from Foolstown. But we can do industry in terms of offices in places like this. And then we do like a smaller pocket over here because it's like a better connection we can create up there for the traffic. But yeah, this would be interesting. I mean, it's going to provide a lot of jobs. What's our unemployment like at the moment? 22%. We do need it to create like a really good transport network to get over here as well. So that'd be interesting to see how we would eventually set that up. But I do need to spend a lot of time working on this area, because if I don't do it right, we're going to have a lot of traffic. We're going to have a lot of traffic. Right, and this connection up here is a shambles, but we'll do something better with this. We'll integrate a better, and this one as well. We'll do something really, really cool with them. I don't want to do a roundabout because that's too basic, but even though this does the job at the moment, it handles it just fine. I'm loving it, but you don't understand. Well, we probably don't understand what problems are going to come until we do the other connections and see traffic using those. So there is a vehicle now coming down for this, which is glorious. So we might even have to create like little on and off ramps for this as well, for the stuff in this area that wants to export over here. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. We got a demand for commercial now increasing. We got a few uneducated peeps wanting jobs. High education is now up to 26%. We're slowly getting there. But I think next episode then, guys, we're going to have to focus on another population expansion. I'm probably going to start working on this area over here. Get that up and running. Because that's something that we're going to be needing very heavily right now. Some more population, so I can get the next tile. And then once I can get this tile here, it will work with all the, industrial areas. It will be able to transport their goods a whole lot easier. And there'll be less vehicles on the mean streets of FoolTopia. How is oh, it's a 5-star place over here. 3,000 profit there, which is not bad. How is the industrial building over here doing? 3,600. That is doing pretty damn good. Nice. How many people are using the subway system? 40. Yeah, that's all the workers and stuff coming over. Not enough raw materials apparently, so we might have to expand more of this next episode too. Slow improvements we're doing today, but they're going to be big leaps in future episodes that we work with right now. So we got our little offices up and running. It's got some people now working there. Again, has it now changed our unemployment rate? It's now 23%. If anything, it's got bigger. Okay. So our industrial demand has also increased too. So we've got to find ways in which we can, get everyone working in jobs. So it would be a really good idea to get a subway connection linked over there as well. And it could be the case that I'm trying to think where I would connect it. I could have it to like this station here. It kind of just comes off and goes down. Or we make the Strawberry Coast to Walnut Hills. We expand that to another station over here. So that cuts through both of the lines. So you literally, no matter where you are, you're either 1 or 2 trains away from it. That could be the way to go forward. We'll check it all out next episode, guys. Give me a name suggestion for this brand new area. So it's called Park District at the moment. Give me a brand new name for this. It's going to be a lot of industry. It's going to be more offices than dirty industry, just for the traffic issues. But it is going to be industry. So I might even get some warehouses and factories over here too to produce some goods. So it is all industry pretty much, guys. So give me some fitting names for it. That would be pretty cool if you could do that for me, guys. And once I buy this tile too, I can finally finish off this little area of industrial. So we go in residential expansions next episode. I need 3,300 more residents in the city. That's all I need to unlock the next tile, and I'm kind of excited for it. Well, anyway, guys, hope you did enjoy this. If you did, smash that like button down below, and until next time, I'll see you all soon. So, goodbye.